From Gill St. Bernard's here in Peapack and Gladstone, New Jersey. This is the New Jersey Prep B Championship between Gill St. Bernard's and Rutgers Prep, live here on Play by Play Productions. Glad you're with us. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. Gill St. Bernard's in the white jerseys, Rutgers Prep in the maroons, and we are often playing some lacrosse. Should be some high-level lacrosse between these two. Opening draw won by Gill St. Bernard's. Robert Harrington with the ball in his cross. And a bounce pass over to Max Voigt. Pick up the ground ball, and the Knights settle in on offense for the first time. As here's a drive, first shot goes wide off of Corbin Migliaccio's stick. That's backed up by Brendan Schwalb. And the Knights work from the left side. It's Harrington with a dodge. Trying to sneak his way through Colin Anderson. Good defense there by Rutgers Prep. And the long cross, and Jackson Murray secures possession. Opening minutes here in the Prep B Championship. And in the midfield, we've got our first violation here. It's Gill St. Bernard's who picks it back up. Brendan Schwalb settles in. Now you can see it's opening minutes here at Gill St. Bernard's. We do have that clock situated on the camera. It is a little faint to our naked eye. Faint to our camera as well, as this one goes off the bar from Max Voigt. And the loose ball picked up by Voigt. It went in, but the whistle came beforehand. And Rutgers Prep takes over. Scoreless here in the first 2 minutes of the Prep B Championship. Blinkoff, a bounce shot goes through. And Gill St. Bernard's with the opening goal. 1-0 Knights. Second turnover forced by Gill St. Bernard's in the first few minutes. And the Knights, who have had a tremendous season, start strong here in the Prep B final. So back to the Knight logo in the middle. And the draw is won by Rutgers Prep. We'll see if the Argonauts can respond. Gill St. Bernard's head coach is Byron Collins. Rutgers Prep and Ryan Klipstein. And the Argonauts on the left side with a dodge. It's Jackson Morris with it. Morris guarded by Blinkoff. Morris, his shot is just wide. Goaltender's Colin Anderson for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. It's backed up by Rutgers Prep, and they restart the offense. Nathan Costa dodging towards the near post, puts it high and in. And the Argonauts have tied the score at 1. .8:51 to go here in the first quarter. And it's 1-1. We're back to the Knight logo. Draw controlled by Jackson Murray and Rutgers Prep. So they score a goal. They get the ensuing draw controlled. And it's Dante Lamb who leaves for Isaac McGarvey. Violation against Rutgers Prep. Gill St. Bernard's takes back over. We are 3.5 into the game. It's 1-1. And the Knights will turn it over here. The pass coming from the goaltender and Anderson over his intended target in Jackson Murray's cross. So back to Rutgers Prep. Argonauts can take a couple of steps forward to replay and restart. And here's Nathan Costa. Griffin O'Sullivan behind. Now George Taylor. Around with Jackson Murray defending. This is Nick Fusari. Murray was with him. Excuse me. And here's a goal for Gill St. Bernard's. As Griffin O'Sullivan scores for the Knights. So it's 2-1 Gill St. Bernard's. Knights settle in again. Here's Zach Blinkoff. And now Robert Harrington. Guarded by Sterling Beckler. Brendan Schwalb makes a nice dodge into the middle. Blinkoff. Now Schwalb. Argonauts rotating well as the Knights work around the perimeter. Goal line extended. Here's a spin and a pass from O'Sullivan. Low shot as backed up by Gill as Brendan Schwalb was there. And now with 6:34 to go in the first quarter, Knights restart with Harrington. A spin from Schwalb, back behind O'Sullivan. Now Schwalb, touched by Beckler, and then the turn and save by Rutgers Prep, and that's Jack Storipian in cage for the Argonauts. Timeout called Rutgers Prep. So we'll take a quick step aside, and we will come back as we resume the first quarter of play. 6:02 to go in the first. It is 2-1 Gill St. Bernard's in the Prep B final. So Rutgers Prep advances the ball as we resume with just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Beautiful day, touching 80 degrees here in central North Jersey, or north central Jersey. As Rutgers Prep looks to tie. This is Alex Williams coming around the bend. Near side, DJ Clark. Clark doubled. Now manned up. Clark making a move. Working on Noah Blinkoff. And Rutgers Prep turns it over as the Knights force the turnover. And Michael Scarpati has it. A little bit of pressure here from Rutgers Prep. Knights able to clear with Robert Harrington. And Gill St. Bernard settling in once again. Griffin O'Sullivan working towards the middle. Back around Max Voigt. Dante Lamb. Now for Gill. Lamb getting around two Rutgers Prep defenders bouncing it home. And the Knights take a 3-1 lead. All right, and then ensuing draw won by Gill St. Bernard. So the Knights in control, up by 2 goals, under 4.5 to play. And winning in the draw control category. A lot of wheels from Robert Harrington. He's got those orange cleats on. And he secures the possession up near the goal for the Knights, who back it up. Griffin O'Sullivan shot. Backed up by Brandon Schwalb. And now Max Voigt. So here's Voigt. In the middle now it's Blinkoff. Having a catch with Voigt. Guarding it, Elliot Hollander for Rutgers Prep. Now it's Voigt and Blinkoff. Back to Harrington. Brandon Schwalb. Back with Voigt. Lefty shot that's saved. Sawn all the way by Storipian. And so the Argonauts back on the move. Well, Gill St. Bernard settles in defensively and working his way up with the clear and heading off for Rutgers Prep. That was number 23 in, well, not listed on the official roster I have. So the Argonauts settle in offensively, less than 3 minutes to go here in the first. Pat Kokoska among those rotating the ball around. Now it's Alex Williams. Here's Williams, who gets a shot off and a touch from Gill St. Bernard right into the cross of Gechtman. Rutgers Prep still threatening. Here's a shot that goes off the pipe from Alex Williams. It is backed up by Rutgers Prep over there on the far side. And so under 2.5 to go, Rutgers Prep still on possession. Pat Kokoska. Now DJ Clark looking for the far corner of that net. Gechtman is the fastest to it. Well, it's early in the game, but you get the feeling that Rutgers Prep Would love to get one back here, steal some of the momentum that Gill St. Bernard's has snatched in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Here's a shot from distance by Alex Williams. Back behind. It's Aiden Betch, and he will resume the offense. Tied up by George Taylor of Gill. Behind Kokoska. Now it's Precinct. DJ Clark with a spin. Doubled. Clark weaving to the middle, and he's just wide with it. Got himself in a good shooting area with some good wiggle, but nothing doing as he fired. It's 1:34 left in the first period. And the Knights with Kokoska. Now Mac Precinct. And DJ Clark getting it to the middle. Somehow got it across the goal mouth. Ty Geckman was on the other side. Gill St. Bernard's with some good goaltending by Colin Anderson. He was able to disrupt things. Now the Knights settle in. They look for the clear. We approach a minute left here in the first period. And this is going to be a violation against Gill St. Bernard's. And the Argonauts looking to take some momentum back. Final minute of play here in the first. Mac Precinct on it. Looks like Rutgers Prep is holding for one quality shot here. Precinct behind the net. Able to bounce it to DJ Clark, who fires well high and wide. And the clock stops with 23 seconds left. Geckman will resume. Muscling his way into the middle with a shot for Rutgers Prep was Aiden Betch. It was saved by Gill, but a flag was out. And so the penalty is going to go against Gill St. Bernard's and Declan Gillen. So a man advantage with 12 seconds left for the Argonauts. Down 3-1. And DJ Clark looks to be the one to trigger it back into play. 10 seconds and counting for Rutgers Prep. Four seconds, and the Argonauts, well, they'll start the second quarter with a man advantage. They trail 3-1 after one quarter of play here in the Prep B final. We'll be back here on Play by Play Productions. All right, we switch sides of the field and a shot from Rutgers Prep. And they've got the man advantage to start here in the second quarter. Opening moments here in the second quarter. And the Argonauts going to turn this ball over. So Gill back on the attack. Corbin Migliaccio. Play it behind. Griffin O'Sullivan. Now Max Voigt. There's Robert Harrington. And Zach Blinkoff. Flag comes out of the pocket of the referee. Looks to be against Rutgers Prep. As Gill St. Bernard still works the offense, there's actually 2 flags out on the field, maybe for the same infraction. As the Knights will throw it away here and we'll get the call. I believe too many players in the offensive zone. Well, I should say the defensive zone for Rutgers Prep. So offsides is the call. Against Rutgers Prep, and sitting for the for the Argonauts is Zach Morrison. So Gill up by 2 goals. They've got a man advantage here on this possession. Thinking about the shot was Schwalb. He receives back, fires this time right into the stick of goalie Jack Storipian. So much needed as they're able to kill off the penalty, although it's turned over. And picking it up was Max Voigt, able to bounce it into the middle. A loose ball picked up by the Knights. They'll settle in with Schwalb. Could have been worse for the Argonauts, but still another possession here for Gill St. Bernard's. A failed clear by Rutgers Prep. Here's a shot going to his forehand was Griffin O'Sullivan. Faked it with the left side, went to the right side for the shot. Should say that was a backhand shot for the lefty. And it was backed up by Gill. And Schwalb around Harrington now. Now Migliaccio and Max Voigt. Behind the net is Schwalb. Griffin O'Sullivan now doubled and forced back. O'Sullivan works it across. Zach Morrison was defending. And this is Blinkoff. Zach Blinkoff with a great pass into a shooting area for Harrington, who got it back and then threw it right into the crease. Picked up by Storipian. Like a good chance for Gill, and Rutgers Prep defends well. So it's 3-1. It remains the first 3 minutes scoreless here in the second quarter. Here in the Prep B championship game. Alex Williams, and now Pat Kokoska. To the middle, it's DJ Clark. Had a couple of good looks at shots he was definitely creating in that first quarter and able to maintain possession after he was tripled. Looks like Gill certainly knows where DJ Clark is when he's got the ball offensively, like he does here. Clark, with a strong shoulder of Robert Harrington, shoots it. And he passed it to the near side. It was shot by Aiden Betch, who was Backed up by Rutgers Prep. And the Argonauts again down 3-1. 4 minutes gone by now here in the second period. Another save made by Gill. Flag comes out. As Gill clears, I think this is going to go against the Knights. It's another save by Colin Anderson. Let's hear the call. So it's against Gill. It's unnecessary roughness against Noah Blinkoff. And that's a tough break for Gill St. Bernards, who are on their way to clear that ball. Instead, they will have to defend a man down. Near side, they get a good shot to the Argonauts, but it goes off the pipe. Alex Williams, as Rutgers Prep receives it back. DJ Clark down low. Supplies a big check. He doesn't go after the ball, so it's Gill St. Bernards who picks it up, and the goaltender helping clear. Good work in the defensive zone by Gill St. Bernards, as Nick Fusari lost his footing, couldn't hold on to possession. Still a man up are the Argonauts, and they're able to force the turnover. 7:13 to go, second period, as they retrieve that lacrosse ball in the blue track here. Gill St. Bernards, always a beautiful place to watch a game. Gorgeous campus here for the Knights. Aiden Betch. And now a good chance to shoot for Alex Williams. No one defending, but right in to the numbers of Colin Anderson, who's been so far so good between the pipes for the Knights. Gill trying to clear. Ground ball and a whistle in favor of Rutgers Prep, who wants to hurry up and get out onto the attack with numbers. Penalty is over against Gill St. Bernards. Back in comes Noah Blinkoff. 6:39 to go, second quarter. And Rutgers Prep once again settling in. They've had definitely more of the possession here in the second frame, but nothing to show for it, and still down 2 goals. Here's Aiden Betch. Makes a move around Robert Harrington. Some help defense from Gill St. Bernards by Noah Blinkoff. He was called for the unnecessary roughness. He makes up for it there with a big cause turnover and physical play to work himself into the offensive zone. That's well done by number 8. And Gill settles in. Halfway done the second quarter. 6 minutes to go. 3-1. Gill St. Bernard still leads. All 3 goals coming in the first. And for the first time in a long time, Gill can settle in. And slowing it down with Griffin O'Sullivan, Zach Blinkoff, and Robert Harrington. Now it's Zach Blinkoff. Colin Migliaccio. Brandon Schwalb for Max Voigt. Robert Harrington unable to shoot. So the movement to this side, Zach Blinkoff. It's good defense by Rutgers Prep. You can hear the crowd likes it. They've got a good crowd on hand, family and friends out to support the Argonauts. And another cause turnover here in the second quarter. So it's 3-1. Storipian helps clear for Rutgers Prep. Long ball along the line. Brought in by Esposito, now DJ Clark. Back behind, Kokoska. Cutting, shooting, and it's saved by Gill St. Bernard's. The shot coming from James Esposito. And Colin Anderson made the save. Here's DJ Clark. To the middle, Sterling Beckler. And his pass for Ty Gechtman behind went over his head. So 4:30 and counting to go. And the Knights able to clear with Brady Domsic. Whistle going against Gill St. Bernard's. And Rutgers Prep takes over. A couple substitutions for both teams, including for Gill. Noah Blinkoff and George Taylor come back in defensively for the Knights. Just over 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Here's DJ Clark. Kellen Sturm is in defensively on Clark. But now it's Kokoska. With Michael Scarpati guarding him. Back out to the perimeter. 32, Aiden Betch. For Kokoska and Gechtman. Round it comes, Betch leaves for Beckler. And he's doubled, sent down to the turf hard, no call. And the cause turnover by Gill St. Bernard's, and they're on the move. Not executing well there though, and Sturm, at least he's able to pick it up with just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, 4 goals scored in the first, nothing in the second so far for either team. Defenses coming to play here in the second, although that was a good chance for Gill. Griffin O'Sullivan's shot goes wide. And it's backed up by Gill. Loose ball. Picked up by Rutgers Prep, and then drawing the whistle are the Argonauts. They call timeout. 2:34 to go. What was that? A 9. 2:30 and change to go here in the second quarter. It's 3-1. Final couple minutes here in the second quarter in the Prep B final. Well, Rutgers Prep had possession after they called timeout, but a quick turnover. And Gill St. Bernard's back on the ball. Over the head of Brennan Schwab, and so both teams turning it over recently. And much different story here in the second frame. Argonauts have played tough. They've had their chances so far. Colin Anderson has been able to stop well more of the shots than he's seen. As Rutgers Prep, as with Mac Preesing, behind Alex Williams. And now Preesing. Cutting man, here's a shot that goes wide. Preesing was there to at least fight for it. And out of bounds it goes, last touch by Noah Blinkoff. So Preesing, at least battling for it behind, will win the possession for Rutgers Prep with 1:35 and counting here in the first half. Alex Williams doubled, worked one guy off. Blinkoff still with him, and he has been really physical defensively. He got burned for it once here in the second quarter with the personal foul, or the unnecessary roughness, but a lot of his roughness has been necessary and legal. As he clears it for Gill St. Bernard's, Robert Harrington with it. Gill St. Bernard's calls timeout. Demonstrative call by the referee to let us know. And so we'll take another step aside here. In the final minute of play, Gill St. Bernard's can draw something up. They're up 3-1 here in the Prep B final. All right, Gill takes over. 30 seconds, just over it, to go here in the second period. Knights holding for one shot. Maglaccio stays with it. Gives off to Max Voigt. Argonauts with strong defense. 8 seconds left in the half. And both teams scoreless in quarter number 2. Gill St. Bernard scores 3 goals in the first quarter. The Argonauts score 1 goal in the first quarter. And that is the score through 2 quarters. Halftime here, it's 3-1 in the Prep B final. We'll be back for the second half of play, live here on Play by Play Productions. Start of the third quarter here at Gill St. Bernard's in the Prep B Championship. It's 3-1 Knights over Argonauts. Simon Rosenwasser back with you as we are off and running here in the second half. No score for either team in the second quarter. Let's see what happens in the third. As the Knights win the opening draw, and a shot from distance from the goaltender, and it just went wide. I mean, just went wide from Colin Anderson. Jack Storipian was out defending. He was not expecting that. Anderson almost with a shot of a lifetime. The shot ends up being backed up by Gill St. Bernard's, as Brendan Schwalb was the closest to it. And so, the Knights back on offense. Dante Lamb. Now Max Voigt, Griffin O'Sullivan back behind. Now here's Johnny Kranga. First time we've called his name. Back around for Voigt. Kranga whips it to the far side for Griffin O'Sullivan. Argonauts called for the violation, and the crowd does not like it, but it's Gill St. Bernard's back with possession. O'Sullivan, Migliaccio now. Knights nearly turn it over, but Schwalb saves it from going out of bounds. Migliaccio works into a shooting space and scores. Took a minute 20 into the third quarter for the Knights to get back on the board, and Gill St. Bernard's leads 4-1. So 10:40 to go, and Gill wins the ensuing draw, and they score again. Brendan Schwalb. 2 goals in 6 seconds. Well, the Knights are making up for lost time now. They lead 5-1. Opening minutes of the third quarter. The Knights looking for another deep drive from Colin Anderson, his second shot of the quarter. And the Argonauts able to pick up a loose ball. First time Rutgers Prep has some sustained possession. A lot of open room for Shivan Shaw to run. And the Argonauts settle in offensively, finally. Shaw comes off after the clear. And coming in is DJ Clark to help work the offense in place of Zach Morrison. Also Mac Priesing. As the Argonauts settle into their set, here's Clark. DJ Clark. Now Mac Priesing. Argonauts working it around. It's Alex Williams. Round for Sterling Beckler. Gets around one man. Passes behind goal line extended. And back out to Beckler. 3.5 gone by in the third quarter. Beckler guarded by Domsic of Gill St. Bernard's. Domsic goes down, he tumbles, gets right back to his feet to defend. Maybe a little dizzy, but he's still step for step with Beckler, and now it's around with Alex Williams. Good spin by Williams to work himself free, and then he shoots it wide. Approaching 4 minutes gone by here in the third period. Gechtman, now DJ Clark. Sterling Beckler, round for Alex Williams. Long sustained possession here for Rutgers Prep. Still without a shot on goal though. The last shot went just wide. Credit Gill St. Bernard's with the defense here. Here's Preesing for Clark. Loosed up, it's rolling along the turf. And shielding his body and out of bounds. It's well done by Gill St. Bernard's Declan Gillen. You hear the Argonauts faithful, they think that it should be their ball. Referee says Gill ball. Deep shot that goes just wide. It's another time that Storipian comes out of his cage, and Gill almost makes him pay. So we're 5 minutes into the third quarter. Knights with the ball, 5-1 lead, 2 goals, again in a matter of 6 seconds by the Knights. Corbin Migliaccio and then Brendan Schwalb here in the third quarter. And the Knights in no particular hurry with Max Voigt. Sterling Beckler guards him. Cutting man was Zach Blinkoff. Instead it's Johnny Krenga with a deep drive and a score. And Gill St. Bernard's has taken a 5-goal lead here in the prep final. .6:22 remaining here in the third quarter. And Gill St. Bernard's now in full control. Well, the Argonauts again have had some sustained possession, just have not been able to find the open chances to score. And Gill wins yet another draw. Braden Hammond at the spot who won possession, but ultimately picked up by Gill St. Bernard's here as the whistle goes in the Argonaut favor. And it's Scott Chen up the line. Lofts it for DJ Clark. Pat Kokoska. Comes Robert Harrington with the shove. Really tight defense by Harrington. And pushed out of his cross, but Kokoska picks it up. Kokoska got by him. Harrington got back in front of him, and the Argonauts swing it around. It would have been a good shooting chance for Alex Williams, but he couldn't handle the pass. And so Colin Anderson is out of goal. It's Williams who gets back to pick it up, shoots, and it's just wide. And he takes some contact after the shot, and that's where the flag comes in. So a lot going on in that sequence. Credit Alex Williams for staying with the play, and he almost was able to score it after the long run to pick up the ground ball. Now the referee is discussing if this indeed will be a foul against Gill after the shot. Though it's Alex Williams who comes out. And perhaps the foul against him. All right, so matching unnecessary roughness penalties. Alex Williams for Rutgers Prep. And Kellen Sturm for Gill St. Bernard's. And so the score remains 6-1, 5:08 to go in the third period. Referee still trying to figure out precisely what these calls are going to be. Is it going to indeed be two matching penalties, one for each team? Seems to be the case. It is Argonaut ball. They'll take it in from the near side. Mac Precinct does so. And loosed up by Scarpati. There's DJ Clark. Rutgers Prep looking for their first goal in over 2 quarters. The Knights have clamped down. Clark looking for a wraparound. Knights won't let him have it. So the pass is back out. And the save made by Colin Anderson. Shot came from Aiden Betch. It was contested. Wasn't a ton of steam on that because of it. Still a good save by Gill St. Bernard's. And they clear to hold a 5-goal lead with now just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Knights get it down low with Griffin O'Sullivan. Doubled, so comes back across. It's Max Voigt. Dante Lamb. Now Brandon Schwab. Schwab spins, passes off, and the goal for Gill. Zach Blinkoff with the finishing touch. Brilliant pass from Brendan Schwab. And the Knights lead 7-1 now. Great play by Gill. All right, Gill wins another draw. It's been a stat that's definitely been in their favor here, helping them to plenty more possessions than the Argonauts. And now a 6-goal lead. The defense, though, has been a top of the strengths for Gill, certainly in this game, giving up only 1 goal in a championship final. As the Knights play keep away, Johnny Kranga, as this one's tipped by Rutgers Prep. And they've got numbers if they move here. Ty Gexman on the move, 3-on-4. And so Rutgers Prep will have to settle for just an offensive set, as the Knights did well in the defense on the counter. Here's Kakaska, leaves for DJ Clark. He's got an angle, and it comes right back to him. Just blisters it off the post. And the whistle comes as it rolls over here to the Rutgers Prep side. And I believe a timeout is called. Although maybe not. No, a flag. I didn't see it before. A flag did come out on that one. So a flag and a penalty called against Gill St. Bernard's. And Corbin Migliaccio is the guilty party. So Rutgers Prep, who threatened that last shot by DJ Clark off the post, now have a man advantage in the final 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Still looking for their second goal in the game. Alex Williams back in the game after his penalty a couple minutes ago. Mac Priesing, flashing man in the middle, it got through him. Another flag comes out as the Argonauts work on a man advantage and have the chance at another one. Here's DJ Clark. Now Mac Priesing. Here's a shot, and it didn't quite get through. I think Anderson may have gotten a touch on it. Flag still on the field, so although the first penalty's coming to an end, another one would start here as the Argonauts turn it over. And now the whistle finally comes. The penalty against Kellen Sturm is over, but another one begins with 59 seconds left. Man advantage for Rutgers Prep. Here's Mac Priesing with a great pass into the middle. Another save by Anderson. Been phenomenal today, and he's able to settle in and slow things down as the Knights look to clear. Michael Scarpati spins it up ahead, and it deflects off an Argonaut and in. Long distance goal for Gill St. Bernard's. Michael Scarpati went off the stick of Ryan Lax and deflects in. The Knights have threatened with a few of those plays with the goaltender out of cage, and they're finally able to score one from well over that midfield line. Michael Scarpati put it in the area and gets credit for the goal. So it's 8-1. Knights on their home field, leading in the Prep B final with 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Another face-off won by Gill St. Bernard's. Will they be able to wind down the clock? As this one's deflected by Alex Williams. Got it from Colin Anderson, able to pass, and then a great save from Anderson recovering. What a save from Anderson, who turned it over. He's still upset with himself, but it's a highlight reel save from him. Able to recover in time, and with 5 seconds left, Alex Williams brings it back into the field of play. Turnaround shot goes wide, and the air horn sounds at the end of the third quarter. Still all Gill St. Bernard's, 5 goals for the Knights. Here in Peapack and Gladstone, we take a step aside. We'll come back for the fourth quarter of play, live on Play-by-Play Productions. Beginning the fourth quarter here in the Prep B final, Gill St. Bernard's leads 8-1. Byron Collins has to be happy with the way his team has played in this game, specifically that third quarter with 5 goals after being held scoreless in the second quarter. The Argonauts scoreless in the second and third quarter. Defense has been the name of the game for Gill, although they've had some offensive highlights. Colin Anderson's been great between the pipes for Gill. They've won almost all of the face-offs. They've got great goaltending in this game. And the Knights have executed when they've needed to offensively. So Schwab plays down to Dante Lim. Loses it for a moment, then picks it up. Then he lost it in his cross and is called for a travel. So the Argonauts, well, if they're going to have any chance of getting back in this one, the comeback might have to start on this possession. Pretty much no room for error anymore. Tall task, although the Knights draw another flag out. And so a pending penalty against Gill, as this one is intercepted cleanly by George Taylor, which draws the whistle and will get the call. Another man advantage here for Rutgers Prep. So the offsides is called against Brendan Schwab. See if the Argonauts can take advantage finally of a penalty committed by Gill St. Bernard's. Argonauts work it down low. It's Alex Williams. Now Williams off the post. You couldn't have asked for a better look. Nothing is easy for Rutgers Prep in this one. Back with Williams. Penalty is over. Even strength is Gill. And here's a shot, and Gill finally gives up a goal. Mac Preesing with the score for the Argonauts. And it is just what the doctor ordered for Rutgers Prep. First goal since the first quarter. And it's 8-2 with just under 10 minutes to play. Another draw controlled by Gill. There's Harrington. Back around now, Max Voigt. Well, the Knights likely going to take as much time as possible, although Harrington makes a nice offensive move. Rutgers Prep forces the turnover. And so at least recently things now going the Argonaut way. There's DJ Clark. See if Rutgers Prep can make it 2 in a row offensively. This is June Lee on the ball. Or Sterling Beckler. DJ Clark turns around, shoots, and it's wide, backed up by Rutgers Prep. 8:36 to go here in the fourth. Alex Williams. Now June Lee. Gill forces the turnover. Brady Domsic controls. Colin Anderson now with it. And the goaltender goes back to Domsic. Who goes up ahead to Miglaccio. And the loose ball comes over to the middle. DJ Clark picks it up. 7.5 to play, fourth quarter. Argonauts need to hurry. Well, a long sustained possession, even if it ends in a goal, still might be a win for Gill. Although Rutgers Prep, they certainly can't have that happen. An easy turnover. Sterling Beckler went through his cross. And now Gill controls. The Knights get a goal. Brendan Schwalb, top shelf. It's 9-2. And Gill St. Bernard's all over Rutgers Prep here in the Prep B final. Schwalb, who assisted on the last goal, scores this one. And we are back at X. Just under 7 minutes to play. Yet another win at midfield by Gill St. Bernard's and Brady Hammond. Face-off specialist there as this one is thrown over the head of the intended target. And a battle in midfield ends up being picked up by Gill St. Bernard's, although a whistle. This, all right, going to be a violation against Gill. So Rutgers Prep does take over. Well, there's a flag out. I'm not sure if a penalty was actually called against anyone, but it is was a violation at least against Rutgers Prep, and so the Knights back on the ball, up by 7. They can really just play keep away for the final 6 minutes. It's Max Voigt finally making a move. A turnaround shot, there's a save. Griffin O'Sullivan with the shot. Save from Storipian. Well, if you're a Rutgers Prep fan, you can qualm about the defense as much as you want, but you're not winning any game if you're scoring only 2 goals, and that's more of a testament probably to the way Gill has played defensively, including their goaltender. Argonauts back on the ball with Preesing. Took some contact, shoots high. It's backed up by Ty Geckman. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the 4th. And now Kokoska for Geckman. Aiden Betch. Now Alex Williams with a shot, and it's seen the whole way by Colin Anderson. He's been in the zone, though he throws this one away to the middle, and it's swept up by the Argonauts. They're already in the offensive zone. Jackson Morris. Excuse me, it's Alex Williams who draws the penalty. The flag comes out. And another flag is drawn by Rutgers Prep. So maybe 2 penalties against the Knights here. Both referees will discuss the coming calls. Could be a 2-man advantage with 4:16 to go. So 2-minute penalty for unnecessary roughness. Also a 30-second penalty against Gill. Nick Fusari. George Taylor, I think, got called for the unnecessary roughness. check it. It's Kellen Sturm who will kneel. I think the Rutgers prep coaching staff wondering if they get the two-man advantage here. Although did Kellen Sturm commit both of those penalties? Thought he said number 7, Nick Fusari.
Too many on there. Two should be out.
I see the Rutgers prep fans, they're asking for 2 men to be out, but I think the referees actually do know what they're doing. And so the man down for Gill as the Argonauts work it around. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's with Alex Williams. Now DJ Clark. Back to the top, Aiden Betch. Middle is hauled in by Declan Gillen. And the Knights have it. Scarpati, he had the long goal before. Here's another one. This one from Brendan Schwalb. It's the second time that the Knights have scored with an empty net. Jack Storipian well out of cage. And this time it's Schwalb who has been involved with the last 3 Gill St. Bernard's goals, including scoring the last 2. And Gill is in double digits here in the fourth quarter. 10-2 with 3:31 to go. So back to X, where Braden Hammond has been dominant. Another face-off won by Gill. Timeout Gill St. Bernard's with 3:20 to go. Knights in firm control. Looks like they're on their way to a Prep B title. All right, 10-2. Back in play after the Gill St. Bernard's timeout. It's 3-1 after 2 quarters of play. 5 goals for the Knights in quarter number 3. Scored 2 more here in the 4th. It's Robert Harrington on the far side who has it for Gill. Well, Brendan Schwab has been the star here in the second half, as well as Colin Anderson for Gill. Griffin O'Sullivan's made an impact. He scored earlier. Now Max Voigt back out to the top for Michael Scarpati, who scored a deep goal from beyond the halfway line. 2.5 to go. Dante Lamb. Lamb dodges back to the middle for Scarpati. O'Sullivan guarded by Evan Bikos. Good spin by O'Sullivan. And back to Scarpati. So, again, it's, if it hasn't been already, keep away time here for Gill. On their way to another Prep B title. There's Dante Lamb. Max Voigt. And Robert Harrington. Harrington against Hollander. You hear the applause beginning already with 1.5 minutes left. Gill St. Bernard's going to win the Prep B title, and the celebration will be on in the next couple minutes. Till then, they run out the clock, so to speak. It's Harrington. Back to Voigt. And here's another goal for good measure. Corbin Migliaccio makes it 11-2, Gill. .112 to go. We go back to X, where Braden Hammond has been a big key in the game for the Knights. Gill 10-4 this year. And they force another turnover. Rutgers Preps calls a timeout. 53 seconds left. Take another quick audio break. Well, just 53 seconds remain in the Prep B final. Rutgers Prep has the ball. Argonauts defeated MKA in the semis back on May 10th, 6-4. And they score here with 45 seconds remaining. Goal for the Argonauts by Sterling Beckler. Makes it 11-3. Also a slashing penalty called against Gill St. Bernard's, so and one. Michael Scarpati guilty on that one. So Rutgers Prep up a man, still down 8 goals. So we go back to the middle. Face-off man now is Grady Jacobson. And it's won by Rutgers Prep, so they've got a man advantage. Ground ball, goal line extended. Swept up by George Taylor. Still loose, Domsic. He's in the area. And it finally rolls out, last touched by Rutgers Prep. 23 seconds left. And this will likely be the final possession. Glance back at the clock by Colin Anderson. Gets some help from Declan Gillen. Long shot from Gillen. And finally, the goaltender gets back in, Saripian. Final 5 seconds, and Colin Anderson will make the save at the buzzer. Gill St. Bernard's winner in the Prep B final in 2024. Colin Anderson, he was great in goal, and he makes the final save just as the script would have it. Multiple goals from Brendan Schwab. Nice game defensively from guys like George Taylor and Noah Blinkoff. Corbin Migliaccio with a couple goals for Gill St. Bernard's. Also got one from Johnny Krenga. Braden Hammond was great at X. The freshman face-off man was pretty much unbeaten in the middle. Michael Scarpati with a long goal for Gill St. Bernard's. And the Knights under head coach Byron Collins will celebrate. We'll get a trophy here awarded in a couple moments. And we'll show you the quick trophy presentation with Athletic Director Jennifer Noon here at Gill, awarding the trophy to her home Knights. So congratulations, Gill St. Bernard's, on a beautiful day. Here from P-PAC and Gladstone. See Gill next on the agenda. Don Bosco, at Don Bosco on May 22nd. Team lost in the Somerset County Tournament quarterfinals against Ridge, 9-7 there. But then a game versus Seton Hall Prep to finish up the season on May 25th. So a few more games to go for Gill St. Bernard's. But for now, they'll be able to celebrate with a Prep B trophy, staying right here on campus. Really, from the start, you could tell this was going to be a tough Gill team to beat. And the Knights are able to finish the job from start to finish. All right, the lineup for a trophy presentation. We'll bring it to you here momentarily. See if we can hear Jennifer Noon from down there. Congratulations to Gill St. Bernard's. The celebration again is on. They will finish with a photo here, and we will, yeah, why not? It's a great picture to end our broadcast on. So for Lucas Rubin on the camera today, I'm Simon Rosenwasser saying so long, courtesy of Play by Play Productions. We'll see you next time.
Simon, you were awesome.
Here from the Prep B champions. Even though Rutgers Prep lost, I guess I'm kind of popular with the fans. I'll take it. Gill St. Bernard's will take the win. We'll see you next time.